Yo guys, what's going on? It's creamslice. I hope you guys are doing good and I hope you are enjoying this season so far. So with this build guys today, man, I just wanted to bring it to you guys solid because there's been a lot of comments around, can warlocks do it in the end game? I don't think they've got enough firepower. Solar 3.0 and Void 3.0 are far better, but I'm here to hopefully change your mind on how warlocks can perform in the end game. Now with this build guys, I am currently at 1573. I took this build into a master lost sector, nearly 30 light levels under. We got through it, and in some of these clips here I just want to show you guys that the warlocks do have the firepower and they have the power to carry and help a fire team when GMs come out. Like, this build is certified guys, it is legit. There is, with this build that I've got here, there's no spark of resistance. We know the resilience mods are not working correctly, so I literally am at 70 resilience, and the way that we can go through higher tier content with this build, it's absolutely amazing, and I hope you enjoy it. So for all my regular viewers, let the video play out to the end. All my new subscribers, welcome to the family. Thank you for subscribing. If you could like the video, that would do a huge help, and also if it does help you out, leave a like. That would be, it's a huge thank you from me. So without further ado, let's get into the warlock build. So what you want to do guys, just try and follow and pay close attention to the mods that we've got equipped and how we put it together, because I've adjusted this build to how I think we can create more grenades and we can get more energy back. And we're going to be creating ionic traces everywhere, and we're going to be utilizing the pulse grenades, and we're going to make it one of the strongest grenades in Destiny with the warlock exotic Verity's Brow. Now what this essentially does is it gives you death throws, meaning that for every death throw that you stack, it gives your grenade an extra 20% damage. Now this stacks up to 5, so essentially you're getting 100% increase on your pulse grenades, which nearly tick for about 20,000. And when you pair it with Spark of Shock, our arc grenades jolt targets, and that, I'm sure that debuffs them as well. And then when you pair that mod with Spark of Magnitude, it makes our pulse grenades last even longer, allowing us to decimate any champion that stands in our way. We are going to be taking control of the electrostatic mind aspect for the warlock, defeating targets with arc abilities or defeating jolted or blinded targets create ionic traces. Collecting an ionic trace makes you amplified, and we are going to be using the arc soul as well, so we pretty much have amplified on tap when we cast our rift, because it's going to give us that arc soul, which I know guys, a lot of people are saying it doesn't really do a lot of damage, the arc soul, but it does chip away guys, and it's really nice to have, especially if you're, say for example, you're running in a fire team setting, all your fire team's going to have an arc buddy and everything's going to recharge quicker because you can make ionic traces. This is what's going to help us pretty much stay alive through solo play as well. So back to how we're going to be utilizing this grenade. We do have the Spark of Irons, so every time we get a kill or we throw down our pulse grenade, it is going to leave tick damage, which is going to pretty much jolt everything. So for every target we jolt and kill, we get ionic traces back feeding into our abilities. And the fact that these grenades are one of the strongest in the game, you will not have a problem finishing off enemies. So you are getting a ton of elemental wells, you're getting ionic traces back just through a grenade kill. We're making ionic traces with the weapon, and one of the certain weapons that we are using from the season of the Plunder take this build over the top. So with this build, like I was saying, for the harder tier content, there is an amazing scout rifle this season called Tarnished Metal, and basically this rolls with the perk Vault Shot. So reloading this weapon after you get a kill overcharges this weapon with vault shots, which actually jolt your enemies. And this doesn't have to be a kill, guys, you just have to hit your enemies and they will chain lightning for the higher tier content, especially, you know, if you're going to be sitting back. This season we have just got access to one of the new perks, which is Spark of Discharge, which any arc weapon final blows have a chance to create ionic traces. So as you are playing passively and you are, you know, bound to using an arc weapon with this loadout, you will be generating tons of ionic traces, whereas one might not seem a lot for energy regeneration, but the more you get, it really does add up. And this is a really nice mod to have, especially with the tarnished metal, because you're jolting everything from a distance. If you plan on running the lower tier content or low to medium content, I really do suggest throwing on the Trinity Ghoul. So with this warlock build, there is room for flexibility in terms of what arc weapon that you do use. There is a ton this season that you can absolutely take advantage of. One of my favorites is the Trinity Ghoul. When you get like an arc kill with your melee or your grenade, one catalyst is going to give you a lightning rod which chains lightning, and it does insane damage, especially if you are, you know, using it for ad clear. Even that is just phenomenal with this build. You're throwing grenades, the jolts, chaining, you're electrifying everything, and then you throw a shot of Trinity Ghoul on the floor and you will just see everything just electrocute. Like, it's such a really nice touch if you plan on running like mid-tier content. As usual, guys, there will be a dim link below so you can copy the exact loadout that I am running. We are going to be using 2 elemental ordnance armor mods, so every time we get a grenade kill we will make an arc elemental well. On the helmet we've got firepower, so when we are charged with light and we use our grenade, we're going to regain a portion of grenade energy back. Now this mod, it does stack, so feel free to throw on another firepower mod if you don't want to use 2 elemental ordnance mods. And we've got harmonic siphon, so when we're getting kills with the tarnished metal we're creating orbs of power as well. Got 2 thermoshock plating on there just for our solar and our arc resist. If you do have a void chest piece, then definitely throw a void chest piece on and use one of these and a void elemental resist. That way you cover yourself through all 3 elements for the game. On the boots we have absolution for all of our ability cooldowns when we are picking up them orbs of power. We have better already, so we're getting instant heals with orbs of power as well. And on the bond there we have elemental charge, so when we are picking up them arc elemental wells, it allows us to activate the firepower mod. And we have double bomber on there as well, so when we throw down our rift we are shaving about 15 seconds off our grenade cooler time, which is just insane. So the way that you are going to utilize this build, guys, is you are going to be getting arc kills with your weapons. You're going to get your death throws as high as you can. You're going to throw a grenade, it's going to create arc elemental wells and some ionic traces. You're going to collect them and you're going to rinse and repeat, guys. And when you come to the harder tier champions, what you're going to do, you're going to stun them, you're going to throw a grenade at them, and then you're probably going to hit them with, you know, a few galley shots if that's what you're into. But it's really simple to put together. But guys, this is so effective, and I do believe this is possibly, like I said before, I don't mean to keep saying it, but right now this is the strongest warlock build that we have for the Arc 3.0 subclass. So let me know what you think. Try it out before you tell me that it's crap, or just try it out. I'm creamslice. Peace.